Bonjour class et bienvenue. Just a few reminders before we start our distance learning today. Please adjust the volume as needed. You can also pause or rewind this video whenever necessary. Make sure that you are participating fully. That means if your partner is not there, make sure that you find one. Please follow all of our class rules, and as always, there's no hall pass, no phones, or no Chromebook unless it is for a specific activity when we have a guest teacher. Alors, ouvrez vos Chromebooks, s'il vous plaît, classe. Ouvrez vos Chromebooks et allez sur tinycards.duolingo.com. tinycards.duolingo.com. Okay. Aujourd'hui, on va faire 1U7.04. Okay, 1U7.04. Guest teacher, please pause this video and set a timer for students to work for 5 minutes on their Chromebooks on Tiny Cards, learning the vocabulary for the day. Ok, très bien. Fermez vos Chromebooks, s'il vous plaît. Fermez vos Chromebooks et ouvrez vos agendas. Ouvrez vos agendas. Okay, today our goal is writing about a restaurant. So let's go ahead and write in our planners. I can write about a restaurant. I can write about a restaurant. When you want to say something, please raise your hand. Don't forget to wait until the teacher is done talking. For example, don't interrupt directions. The teacher is very likely to answer your questions, so wait until they're done. If you have a comment to make sure it is relevant for the whole class. If not, it's best to share it with the teacher alone or maybe just to your neighbor instead of the whole class. Ok, très bien. Une révision. Répétez, s'il vous plaît. Répétez. Pourquoi? Bon, bonne. Mauvais, mauvaise. Très bien. Répétez. Délicieux, délicieuse. Dégoûtant, dégoûtante. Salé, salé. Sucré, sucré. Frais, fraîche. Épicé, épicé. Chaud, chaude. Froid, froide. J'aime la salade parce qu'elle est fraîche. J'aime le gâteau parce qu'il est délicieux. J'aime la glace parce qu'elle est délicieuse. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger? Bien, répétez. J'aime manger la crêpe parce qu'elle est bonne. Excellent. So let's review describing food preferences. So if you're able to tell me the food and a description and that's it, that's a 1. If you're starting to make it into a sentence, but you're not quite there, like j'aime glace délicieuse, that's a 2. A 3 would be something like this. J'aime la glace, elle est délicieuse, or la glace est délicieuse. All we need to do for a 4 is combine. So like, j'adore la glace parce qu'elle est délicieuse. And we can even add multiple descriptions. J'aime la glace parce qu'elle est délicieuse et froide. Okay. Alors, répétez. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire? J'aime boire le chocolat chaud parce qu'il est délicieux. Très bien. So again, describing drink preferences. If you're able to tell me the drink and a description, that's a 1. If if you're starting to make sentences, that's a 2. J'aime le chocolat chaud. Il est sucré, or le chocolat chaud est sucré would be a 3. A 4, we're just going to combine. J'aime beaucoup le chocolat chaud parce qu'il est sucré. I like it a lot because it's sweet or sugary. Bien, répétez. Préfères-tu la pizza ou l'hamburger? Je préfère la pizza parce qu'elle est délicieuse. Excellente. Tournez dans vos paquets, s'il vous plaît, à vos focus. Tournez à la page 2, je crois. So let's go ahead, write down the date, and then it says, écrivez vos réponses en phrases complètes en français. So number 1, qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger et pourquoi? So something you like to eat and why. Numéro 2, qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire et pourquoi? So something you like to drink and why. And then question 3 is a préfères-tu question. So you have to tell me which one you prefer. So préfères-tu le café ou le soda? And then number 4, the age-old question, préfères-tu l'hamburger ou l'hot dog? And try and add your reason why on those 2 preferred questions. So guest teacher, please pause the video, set a timer for students to work for 4 minutes in their packets, writing their answers to these questions in full sentences in French. Okay, bien. Let's see how we did. So for number 1, you should have j'aime manger, and then whatever food you like, parce qu'il est or parce qu'elle est, and your description. For number 2, you should have j'aime boire, and whatever is your favorite drink, parce qu'il est or parce qu'elle est, and your reason why. Number 3, you're going to have something like this. Je préfère le soda parce qu'il est sucré. Obviously, you could have had café in there. You could have had a different describing word in there, and that would be fine. Number 4, something like this. Je préfère l'hamburger parce qu'il est délicieux. So I prefer a hamburger because it's delicious. So let's go ahead, fill in our traffic light. Rouge, jaune, ou vert. I can state what I like to eat and drink. Rouge, jaune, ou vert. Red, I don't get it yet. I need some help. Jaune, I can do it with my notes. I'm getting some of it. Vert, I've got this. I can do it on my own. Ok, bien. Alors, répétez, j'aime la salade parce qu'elle est fraîche. Je n'aime pas la salade parce qu'elle est dégoûtante. Je n'aime pas la glace parce qu'elle est sucrée. J'aime la glace parce qu'elle est délicieuse. J'aime le gâteau parce qu'il est délicieux. Je n'aime pas le gâteau parce qu'il n'est pas délicieux. So notice how we can do our j'aime and our je n'aime pas sentences, and the endings can still be the same idea, but we can even do negative sentences like it is not this. So you have the option like this, like I don't like ice cream because it's sugary, or you could even have something like this. I don't like cake because it is not delicious. So you can even use your ne pas sandwiches with your description and say that it is not that description if you really want to. Alors, répétez s'il vous plaît. Salé, salé. Sucré, sucré. Frais, fraîche. Épicé, épicé. Chaud, chaude. Froid, froide. Bon, bonne. Mauvais, mauvaise. Délicieux, délicieuse. Dégoûtant, dégoûtante. Excellent. Okay, what we're going to do next is play Bang. So hopefully I left the Bang bags with the cards in them out in the classroom. If not, you can always just practice by using page 5 of your packet and going through. But I'm going to explain it as if you have the Bang cards, and then if not, I'll tell you about how you can use page 5. So this is what's going to happen. As a group or as a table, you're going to take turns pulling out a card. You must say if you like the item or not and why in French to be able to keep the card, because the person with the most cards wins. If you cannot say the sentence, though, saying that you like it or don't like it and why, you have to put the card back into the bag. If you draw a Bang card, it means you have to put all of the cards that you've won back into the container. And then the person in your group with the most cards when the timer goes off is the person who wins. Okay, so we're each going to take turns pulling out a card. We're either going to say something like j'aime l'omelette parce qu'elle est bonne, or je n'aime pas l'omelette parce qu'elle est dégoûtante, or something like that to be able to keep the card. And then the next person will draw a food or drink item and they'll say their sentence about it. So hopefully we can do that with the Bang cards. If you don't have the Bang cards, like I said, you can do this with page 5, and what you'll do is randomly, when it's your turn, just put your finger down, and whichever food or drink item you land on, you do a sentence about that. And unfortunately, there's not any Bang cards with that one, so it's a little less of a game of luck if you have to do it that way. But hopefully I was a responsible human being and left those Bang cards out for you. So guest teacher, let's go ahead, pause this video, pass out the Bang cards in the bags, the Bang bags for students to use. Each table needs one, and then set a timer for students to play for 7 minutes. Alors, are we pros at our sentences? Ça va bien? Ça va comme ci, comme ça, ou ça va mal? Ça va bien pour la plupart? Excellent. Alors, let's talk a little bit of culture. So, restaurants in Paris run the gamut from like really casual restaurants to haute cuisine. A restaurant is the place that you go for a full meal, and that's often going to include several courses. To save money, however, you can opt for le menu, which offers several courses at a lower price. My personal favorite is opting for having lunch rather than dinner, because the prices are a lot lower then, and then you can just go around and get more of your street food for dinner, because that is always the same price. And a lot of cafes will have a lunch special that's a lot less expensive. And a big thing to remember is not to expect to have a quick meal in Paris, especially in a restaurant. Count on spending like an hour to at least an hour and a half for lunch, and maybe even 2 to 3 hours for your dinner. Dining in France is very much an experience, and you will never feel rushed. It's not at all like Applebee's, where they like get your order really fast, they give it to you really fast, you eat really fast, they kick you out really fast. Like in a cafe or in a restaurant, like you go, you stay, you get to spend your time there. So if you do want to have something quick, it's better to go to like a cafe or a brasserie, or like I said, a place that's more like street food where you just walk up and grab it, and not like a serious actual proper restaurant. Lunch is normally served from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. there. And then most restaurants won't open again until like 7 or 7:30 for dinner. And especially if it's one locals go to, it's not going to get crowded until like 8 or 8:30, which is the time when most Parisians will dine. And then in France, you will never be brought the check until you ask for it, because they don't want customers to feel rushed. So you just ask for l'addition. So you say l'addition, s'il vous plaît. Répétez l'addition, s'il vous plaît, or like you can pretend to write a check. You guys don't even know what that means. So just like scribble like your signature in the air, like writing out a check, and then they'll get the idea that you want your bill so you can go. Alors, bien répétez s'il vous plaît. Je vais manger. Je vais aller au café. Je vais aller au restaurant. Okay, so let's look, because with this unit, you need to talk about when you're going, how you're getting there, and we're talking about like restaurants. So here's an example of one. You can tell me like where you're going, how you're getting there. Olive Garden, aller en voiture. That is a one. If you're getting closer, like je vais Olive Garden à 19h, je allais Olive Garden en voiture, you're almost to a sentence, not quite, so that's going to be a 2. If your sentences are super basic, it's going to be a 3. So like je vais aller au restaurant Olive Garden, je vais aller à 19h, je vais aller en voiture, that kind of thing. But we just want to make it simple, like just put it all together. So je vais aller au restaurant Olive Garden avec mes amis à 19h en voiture. So instead of writing a bunch of sentences, let's just write one that gets us a 4. Sounds a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to combine our details. Tell them what restaurant, who we're going with, like when we're going, and how we're getting there. So let's look at this one. So it says, je vais aller au café Starbucks avec mes amis. Show me with your fingers. Would this person get a 1, 2, a 3, or a 4 based on our I can? They can get a 3. They're not telling us how they're getting there, so we need to add more details. We also don't know when they're going to go with their friends. Okay, what about this one? Je vais aller au restaurant Big Daddy's Pizza vendredi à 19h. Do they have all of our details? Are they getting 1, 2, 3, or 4? Good, they're at a 3, so we need to say who they're going with, like how they're getting there, together for our 4. What about this one? Je vais manger au restaurant Golden Corral parce que c'est délicieux. Are they telling us when we're going or how we're getting there? No. So even though it's a really good sentence, they missed the mark on that one. What about this one? Je vais aller chez McDo à pied. Okay, that's a 3. We don't know when we're going. We don't know who we're going with. So make sure we have all of our details. Alors, répétez. Qu'est-ce que tu as mangé à Starbucks? J'aime manger le croissant à Starbucks parce qu'il est frais. Okay, so you'll notice something new in here. We have the à Starbucks. That means at Starbucks. So we're doing that because on your benchmark for high school, it talks about saying what you prefer from a menu. And so we want to let them know that you're not just talking about a croissant in general, but you're talking about croissants. They come from Starbucks and their menu, okay? So that's why we have that in there. A means at. So you can use it with like any restaurant, pretty much like Golden Corral, Olive Garden, Starbucks, Beto's, Burger King, Wendy's, whatever it happens to be. Okay, répétez. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire à Starbucks? J'aime boire le café à Starbucks parce qu'il est délicieux. Excellent. Alors, avec votre partenaire de coude, s'il vous plaît. Avec votre partenaire de coude. So you'll notice our elbow partner who's closer to the screen is asking this time. And then next time, they'll be answering. And there's some places you maybe like never been. And that's okay. If you haven't been, just make it up. Like, I haven't ever been to Big Daddy's Pizza, but you know what? I'm going to BS that I like the pizza at Big Daddy's Pizza and that I like the lemonade there because I bet they have lemonade there. Okay, so if you haven't ever been, just make it up. But we're going to start with McDonald's. And I'm assuming most of you teenagers have been to McDonald's since it's so far away from the school. So we're going to ask, qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger chez McDo? And qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire chez McDo? So let's go ahead and practice once together before I let you loose. Alors, répétez, qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger chez McDo. J'aime manger les frites chez McDo parce qu'elles sont salées. Good. So I like fries at McDonald's because they're salty. Alors, répétez. Qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire chez McDo? J'aime boire le soda chez McDo parce qu'il est froid. Good. So that's an example with our elbow partners. Again, elbow partner closer to the screen is asking in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Starbucks. If you're fast, you can always both ask, both answer. Big Daddy's Pizza. Golden Corral. Okay, excellent. So we're going to put all that stuff together. So we're going to talk about where we're going, when, with whom, how we're getting there, and then the food we like to eat there, and the drink we like to drink there. So this is one of my favorite places. So, je vais aller au restaurant Blaze Pizza ce vendredi à 18h avec ma famille en voiture. So let's break this down. You're going to tell me what it means. Je vais aller. I'm going to go. Good. What about au restaurant Blaze Pizza? To the restaurant Blaze Pizza. Excellent. Ce vendredi à 18h. So this Friday at 18h, so 18 hours, so 6 p.m. Avec ma famille. With my family. Très bien. En voiture. By car. Good. So I'm going to go to the restaurant Blaze Pizza this Friday at 6 p.m. with my family in the car. And then what am I going to get there? I'm going to get this specific pizza. I picked the picture of my favorite. This one's called Green Stripe. You should definitely go try it. So, j'aime manger la pizza à Blaze Pizza parce qu'elle est fraîche et délicieuse. So I like to eat the pizza at Blaze Pizza. Go figure, what a surprise, because it's fresh and delicious. So I added 2 descriptions to mine. And then what do I like to drink there? J'aime boire la limonade à Blaze Pizza parce qu'elle est froide et fraîche. So they have really good lemonade and agua fresca. So I like to drink the lemonade at Blaze Pizza because it's cold and it is fresh. They make it every day. So that's an example of what we're doing. Let's look again at what we're shooting for a 4. So, je vais aller au restaurant Blaze Pizza ce vendredi à 18h avec ma famille en voiture. Like, just save yourself the trouble. Like, don't put it in multiple sentences. Je vais aller au restaurant Blaze Pizza à 18h. Je vais aller au restaurant en voiture. Like, let's just put it all in together. Stating foods we prefer from the menu. Remember, we want to talk about the menu. So like, j'aime la pizza, à Blaze Pizza. Elle est délicieuse. We can do that. That's a 3. Otherwise, j'adore manger la pizza à Blaze Pizza parce qu'elle est fraîche et délicieuse. Okay, so just combining our sentences, including our why. Same thing for drinks. J'aime la limonade à Blaze Pizza. Elle est fraîche. That's stating what drink we prefer from the menu and why. If we want to get a 4, we're going to combine those sentences. J'aime boire la limonade à Blaze Pizza parce qu'elle est froide et fraîche. D'accord. OK, tournez à la page 7, s'il vous plaît. Tournez à la page 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it says, write about the different restaurants and their menus. This is going to help us get ready for our writing benchmark. So you're going to state where you are going to eat, when, with whom, and how you're getting there. So you're going to do je vais aller au restaurant or au café if it's Starbucks, and the name of it. So like, je vais aller au restaurant McDonald's. And then you're going to do the day, the time, who you're going to go with, and how you're getting there. So we have this example. Je vais aller au restaurant Golden Corral ce vendredi à 18h avec ma famille en voiture. That's a 4. So that's what you're going to do for the first question for each restaurant. For the second one, you're going to state what you like to eat there and why. So we're going to do j'aime manger, whatever you like to eat, à plus the location, so like the name of the restaurant, parce qu'il est or parce qu'elle est, and your reasons why. So it's going to look something like this. J'aime manger la salade à Golden Corral parce qu'elle est fraîche et délicieuse. Okay? Or if you don't like having the location in the middle of your sentence, it's totally fine at the beginning. So you could do à Golden Corral, j'aime manger la salade parce qu'elle est fraîche et délicieuse. Like, that would be fine as well. And then third question, you're going to answer, state what you like to drink there and why. So j'aime boire, whatever you like to drink, à plus the location, parce qu'il est or parce qu'elle est, and your reason why. So here's our example. J'aime boire le soda à Golden Corral parce qu'il est froid et sucré. Or again, if you don't like having at Golden Corral in the middle or you're going to forget, you can have it at the beginning. À Golden Corral, j'aime boire le soda parce qu'il est froid. We just want to try and get where in there because that's going to help us on our writing benchmark. So let's go ahead and spend the next 15 minutes working on page 7. Remember, you're doing full sentences. Try and have as many details as you can. I have your description words there. You have the sentence frame. So we should all be doing a really good job writing these sentences. And if you haven't ever been to one of these places, that's okay. Just make it up. Okay? So don't worry. I'm not going to go check their menu, see if they actually have it, or like call your mom and see if you really do like having like the hamburgers or the steak at Golden Corral or whatever. Like, you just practice writing what you know how to write. Guest teacher, please pause this video, set a timer for students to work for 15 minutes. On page 7 in their packets, they should be writing full sentences in French about the different restaurants and their menus. Ok, très bien. Ça va bien? Ça va comme ci, comme ça, ou ça va mal? Ça va bien pour la plupart? Excellent. If you can do that, you are ready for that portion of our Unit 7 assessment. Let's go ahead, spend the rest of the class time today before it's time to clean up playing Shifu Mi. So with this Shifu Mi, same as always, we're going to walk around to the music, French and be fit. We got to get our exercise in sometime. When the music stops, you're going to stop. You're going to immediately get back to back with a partner and silently wait for the signal. When you hear Shifu Mi, you're going to turn. You're going to Shifu Mi. Winner gets to ask the questions in orange. Loser has to answer. So let's go ahead and practice. Oh, je m'excuse. Let me fix this. Sorry. I'm just going to fix in-house. So you got to say what you're eating before you say where. Come on. There we go. Okay. J'ai mangé X. There we go. Parce qu'il est. Alrighty. So, répétez s'il vous plaît. Où vas-tu manger? Bien encore. Où vas-tu manger? Je vais manger au restaurant Olive Garden. Aujourd'hui à 5 heures avec mes amis. Qu'est-ce que tu as mangé à Olive Garden? J'aime manger la salade à Olive Garden parce qu'elle est délicieuse. Good. And then when we're done, we start walking around until the music stops, and then we find our next partner. So let's go ahead, stand up, and get moving. Okay, stop. Dos à dos. Shifumi. Dos à dos. Shifumi. Dos à dos. Back to back. Move it, move it, move it. Don't be with the same partner. I see you. Get out of the corner. Shifumi. Toado. Shifumi. Doado. Dernière fois. Shifumi. Then when you're done, let's go ahead and return to your spot. Très bien, excellent, bon travail aujourd'hui.